everybody, this is Tina with 85th House Vibrations, and this is your daily reading for December 11th, 2016. This is the reading for Sunday. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. For those of you who caught the videos of the previous days, I want to ask if any of you, in fact, did any root chakra meditation. If you did, let me know how that went for you in the comments. It's feeling like the last couple days have definitely been all about grounding ourselves. Grounding ourselves in an attempt to come to a place of being in sync. Coming back to a place of hope. The last couple of days have been very spiritual messages. There can be some mundane messages, and a lot of it popped out. I usually try to include some of the mundane, but the last couple of days I just really didn't manage to see that. So I'm feeling like that these last couple of days at least have been really based on larger matters of grounding and getting in sync so that we can come to that higher vibration, that spiritual understanding. The Hermit just showed up. I think the Hermit wants to be seen. As I was shuffling the cards, he was the only one that was faced in an opposite direction. So let's talk about the Hermit. The Hermit is ruled by the sign of Virgo. Virgo is the 9th sign, and it's about service to other people. Virgos show their love by providing service to other people. These are also very reserved people. They can be very conservative. And I think what the Hermit is saying to us right now is there's a need for conservatism. There's also a need for solitude and isolation. There's something that needs to be seen, something that you'll find when you go into this isolation. This is definitely, I talked about root chakra meditation on the December 9th and the December 10th video. The Hermit card definitely is a major arcana, and I've had a major arcana come up in the previous 2 days reading. So yeah, I can see why that I haven't been talking about mundane things. There is some serious spiritual and high vibrational overtones to these cards, to these readings, to these past few days. So I think that meditation, for whatever reason, is extremely important right now. Whatever answers it is that you're looking for in order to continue in your transition, in order to make it to the next spiritual level. If you're a game player, you understand how it is to advance to different levels. You don't have to be a game player to understand that, but for my game players out there, you definitely understand the elation and a sense of, I guess, game player enlightenment when you move to a higher level in your game, the how you feel. In order for you to come to this same sort of elation, the same sort of enlightenment, what is required of you right now is to go into isolation, to take up solitude, to look for the answers that are trying to be given to you. And there's definitely a need for some grounding meditation. There's a need to connect. He appears to be sitting on top of a mountain. And he also appears to be, you know, in between like some sort of two little main mountains on either side. I don't know exactly what you call that, but that appears to be some sort of, you know, high standing mountainous rock that he's sitting on, you know, like the guru that sits on top of the mountain. Well, he's still connected to something here on the planet. He's very connected. He's connected to that source, that rock, those minerals. Yet he sits high up. He's between the heavens while he's still connected to the earth. But he's at a higher plane. In order to get there, we need to find a way to stay grounded and connected so that we can ascend to that higher plane. This requires grounding meditation right now. That's what I'm getting. The next card is the Palace of Cups. That ultimate love, that ultimate intuition. Oh my goodness. That card for me has Neptune written all over it. And Neptune is about spirituality. You know, Neptune is the modern ruler of Pisces. Neptune is about, you know, there are no boundaries. It's that blend, you know, and I almost feel like that can lend to what the Hermit is doing here as he sits connected with the earth, yet he's on such a high plane that he's making a connection to the heavens, and there are no boundaries. He's just blending. He's got the best of both worlds. He's at the highest of the high. His intuition is on fleek, like they say, on point. His level of creativity and otherworldly understanding and his ability to, you know, however casually he wants to walk back and forth between the veil, he is totally able to do that once he comes to that place as the Hermit with this grounding meditation and his isolation and quiet self-study to get to all that is otherwise, all that we don't see every day. And the Palace of Cups, oh, and he's looking towards that. That's where he's trying to go, that ultimate level. And I feel like that is created if you take that time in isolation and meditation and ground yourself. That ultimate level, the palace cards are places that we can actually go, or it is an atmosphere that we create. It's a state of being. And the cups, you know, are about emotions and how we go about relationships. It's about feelings, and it's about our intuition and creativity and spirituality, you know, and all of those things that, you know, we that are not tangible. The things that we feel as opposed to the things that we the things that we feel internally as opposed to the things that we can, you know, see, touch, feel, or those tangible things externally. Most of the things that go on with the cups, I say most, I'd like to think all, but I don't know that for sure. But most of the things that we deal with when we talk about the cups are internal. So, you know, again, this is the blending. The last card, oh wow, this is amazing. Wow. The Justice card. This is God in the universe saying, yay, you did good, yay. Yeah. That's a attaboy. That's a you found that balance. That's your just due. That is really, you know, your reward saying, yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly how to do it. That's exactly that balance that I've been talking about. That balance, you know, that connection, that getting back in sync. Connected to the earth and blending with the heavens. Complete balance. We got two major arcanas in this reading and the Palace of Cups. This is the ultimate right here. Man, you better get you some. This is the ultimate. This is amazing. This is a perfect reading. I'm almost in tears right now. So, but I want to say too, as you do this, start looking out for those synchronicities. As soon as I said that, my camera counter was at 1010, and that's, 0 is about just creation. It's nothing that we can touch. This is, before it is even a seed. That's what 0 is. This is the creator. This is the alpha, the omega. And then 1 is about, it's the seed, it's planet, it's the magician. The 0 is the fool in Tarot, the 1 is the magician. This is the creator putting something together for us, and the 1 is, that seed. It's right as it's coming out of what we pull from the universe into that thought, that little inkling in our head, and the magician gets to create that before we move on to the high priestess, who starts to join those together, and then we move on to the empress, who starts to create. And I could go on and on, but I won't. As soon as I said that, I looked at 1111, and praise be to God and the universe. See, this is what I'm talking about. You better get you some. So let's go ahead and do some numbers. We have got 11 with the Justice card, and we've got 9 with the Hermit card. Well, 11 plus 9 is 20. All right, 9 plus 1 is 10, carry 1 is 20. And the 20th our major arcana card is I forgot right now. Oh, I feel so bad, but I forgot. I was thinking about something else. I can't even think. Okay, I got to get back to it. But I will say that 2 plus 0 is what I just talked about the high priestess. About that balance. About joining the light and the dark. And that's what I've been talking about for the last 3 days. Feeling out of sync. Getting that balance back so that you can come to this place of completion. And 2s are about balance, harmony. That steadiness. You've been walking that tightrope, and now you've managed to balance yourself. 2. How many scales are there? 1, 2. Balancing the scales. Balancing your energies within your one-on-one relationships. Being fair. Looking at both sides. Connecting yourself to the heavens and to the earth. Balance. I don't know what the next few days are going to be about, but I know what the last few have been about. Better get you some. And that's the way I see it, guys. So if anybody would like to get a personal reading with me, you can contact me at tina@85thhousevibrations.net. I absolutely loved this reading. I certainly hope that it could help some people. And I hope to see you guys again tomorrow.